All right. Well, our next team is the Optimal Optimizers. So without further ado, I would like to introduce red tie candidate and blue tie candidate.
Ladies and gentlemen, join me in a warm applause as we introduce candidate red tie and candidate blue tie in tonight's debate.
Hello everyone, I'm candidate red tie.
Hello everyone, I'm candidate blue tie.
Candidate blue tie, I have a question for you. I want to know if you know my audience. My audience is a big picture audience. My audience is a conservative audience. Not a lot of bells and whistles, not a lot of fluff. My audience is a simple audience. And what my audience does is absorb information, absorb data at a higher level. They want to see information from the top. When I meet with my cabinet or the senior members of my cabinet, these could be executive committees, these could be boards. Just keep that in mind. They want to evaluate information at a very, very high level. And you know what my team did? They developed this fantastic dashboard. This simple, easy-to-use dashboard illustrates the kind of information we want to grasp with a simple glance and a simple look. Look what I have here. I have an entire year trend analysis. I can see when information is going up, my key metrics are going down. I have year-to-year comparisons. And while we enjoy a very simple and overview, we do like to dig into information just a little bit. So I might want to take a look at a different warehouse. And look at that, year-to-year comparisons right at our fingertips. Quick, simple, easy to use. I might want to take a look at a different metric. Look at that, continued trend analysis, continue easy to use. I have to tell you something, candidate blue tie. This is pretty impressive, and this is exactly what I need.
Okay. Yeah, this is pretty impressive, but let me tell you, candidate red tie, what I need is flexibility. What my team needs is operation. I want to find out where the problem is. I'm going to use this beautiful tool, visual intelligence, to find out where the problem is, what my expenses are. So here in the first chart, I'm showing by county what my expenses are in the great state of Florida. In my next chart, I'm showing how much does it cost per pound, per mile to haul the food in. In my third chart, I'm showing by fiscal year what is the total expense. In my fourth chart, I'm breaking the expense down by overtime, by payroll, by expense, and shared maintenance by quarter, not touching a single thing. But if I want, I can go on and show all these beautiful charts which my team have created, and we can do much more than this.
So you're telling me you can actually dig down even deeper into the data?
You bet. It's easy, and it can be installed today.
That quickly? Wow. I'm very impressed, candidate blue tie. I'm kind of speechless here. I may say something that we politicians don't say very often, but can we agree to agree on something?
Maybe. Let's see what you have.
I think if we team up and utilize my dashboard solution and your visual intelligence solution, we may be able to answer high-level questions, low-level questions for all of the audience, every individual who may need our help and assistance. What do you say about that?
I think that's a great idea.
I tell you what, I have a great idea. Let's call that team the red tie blue tie team. What do you think?
I have to think about that, but I'm going to say that your solution sounds pretty much optimal solution.
You're right. It is an optimal
Right?
solution.
We agree. We agreed. Well, but I'm going to change the name. I'm going to call it blue tie, red tie.
Well, we are politicians, and we're not going to agree on everything. So you know what? I think we agree to disagree on that one.
All right, then let's call it
Bob J.
BI
Team.
I know that guy. We went to college together. All right. So how about that? That's a little fun, a little topical, right? I'm not going to ask who you people are voting for. It's all right. So great job, guys. Obviously, we come back to you need more than one tool to answer the question, right? And you built that out. It's fantastic. Judges, is there anything you need to know from these guys? Any feedback?
Sure. So I have two questions. What role did Sarah Palin have in any of this design?
We tried, but we couldn't get her.
Yeah, we only focused on the Florida portion of the map.
I think that works better for them, don't you think? Okay, and then the second thing is, what is the link or integration between the visual intelligence and the Excelsius or dashboards 4.0?
The visual intelligence is pulling directly from a Microsoft SQL 2008 database using ODBC connection, and
we're pulling the visual intelligence data directly from the SQL server by doing a freehand SQL, which the tool provides, and the data can be refreshed real time based on if the data is refreshed on the server.
Yeah, and part of what we were really excited about of what we did this for, I mean, not what we did this for, what we ended up with, is that what we built is actually, it could be put in place today. It could be implemented in various food kitchens, food kitchens across the entire state, across the entire country. It's ready to go. From back-end connectivity, that visual intelligence piece actually connected to our SQL database, which stored the data. So yeah, it's refreshable. It was fantastic.
We spend a lot of time in connecting the back end to the front end.
Okay, great. And the dashboard part is connected to what?
Well, the dashboard piece is a disconnected dashboard. So all you have to do is to refresh the data, or to refresh your spreadsheet, reincorporate it into your SAP dashboard, and then you have up-to-date information.
We actually tried to wrap it up with the Crystals report, but we had some problem with the Flash. So the solution we found is if we upgrade the Flash on the system, it works.
First of all, you guys did a really good job. Thank you. Very entertaining. I do have a question. So I happen to have the pleasure of sitting next to the judge and seeing every reaction to everything that comes up, right? And when you guys open up the map, I definitely saw her jump, which I thought was exciting. So could you elaborate a little bit more, because you kind of went through it quickly. What was your thoughts on including geointelligence in there? I think you just kind of went through it, but I think there was a bigger story behind there.
Sure. So what we did is we tried to incorporate in the map, because we thought if the harvest food bank grew and if they want to see more, and we did it at the county level. You can drill it down to the city inside the counties. The data we got is for the Volusia and the Brevard County, there was no cities at all. So I actually made up the data to enter some cities, but for the Orange County, we had the Orlando city. So you can drill it down. I mean, the maps can be zoomed out and used for the whole United States, and that's what the solution is. I mean, it can be used for across globally, in my mind.
Okay, and then just one more feasibility question. For an organization that's nonprofit, the data you pull in for geolocation, that was, I assume, fairly simply to put in, correct?
Yes. Yes. It's actually provided in the tool. So I don't have to pull anything. I mean,
It's inherited into visual. It comes with the visual intelligence component.
Awesome.
It
Okay.
recognizes everything by itself.
Thank you.
Great job, Optimal Solutions.